Hello, everyone, and welcome to the IAM Love Builders Show. We are your hosts, Casper and Cheryl Stockham, and we're so glad that you tuned in with us today. We want to give a great big shout out to all of our broadcast partners. Thank you for tuning in with us. I Am Love Builders is a show that's dedicated to all things dealing with relationships and communication. It doesn't matter if you're married or single. We have something to share with you to enhance your relationship or your marriage so that you can become an MVP.
Yes.
That's the most valuable partner in your relationship. Here at I Am Love Builders, we firmly believe that if you are not having fun, you are not doing it right.
No doubt about that. Hey, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. And Cheryl and I just came back a couple weeks ago from Dallas, Texas for the second annual Zanti Awards, and we won in our category. Yes, we are winners of the Zanti Awards. And that was our first season of doing Winning with Love.
Yes.
We're going to do season 2 of Winning with Love, so we're doing a casting call for that. And we're doing a casting call for a new show called Winning the Single Game.
Yes.
That's for singles. So we're super excited about all of that happening this year. Casting call. There we go. I already talked about it. We have a lot of media services we provide with Zondra TV. We have TV advertising, movie production, podcast promotion, production, micro networks, you name it. A lot of stuff going on at the Zondra TV network. Zondra TV Network. Zondra TV Network. We also have a free Facebook group that we invite folks to join, whether you're single or married. A lot of great information we put in that group, and that group is growing. It's several hundred folks right now. And it's just a great place to start, right? But things really start happening for you when you get the app, the free app, and we're going to talk about that here in just a second.
There you are.
So you can download the free app from our website, and it's a great place to start for a healthy relationship. For married or single folks, you get access to our ebooks, get access to quizzes, love assessments, you name it, all from the app. And you can watch the TV show. Right from the app. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So our sponsors are Texas All Stars, and they have really perfected this whole crypto mining thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very new concept to me. I hadn't heard of crypto mining, but now we are participating in crypto mining, and it's become very profitable. So we're super excited about Texas All Stars and what they're doing in the crypto mining space. They've taken all the guesswork out of it, so it's really plug and play. And everybody that participates really starts to mine coins, start to grow every day. So it's really cool. All right, so we're going to bring on our MVP guests. But they have so much stuff going on. I thought we had a lot going on until I saw what they have going on.
Hi, hello.
Hey, congrats on the award. That's amazing work.
That is, truly.
Thank you. So you guys are co-founders of Heart and Sing Promotions, international keynote speakers, award-winning singers, songwriters, and producers. And their website is rockstardiariestv.com. We're going to get into all of that. So welcome, guys, to the show.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited to get to know you better.
Absolutely.
And we're excited to have you. And, we always start with our guests about hearing their story. So because I Am Love Builders is all about love, we want to hear your love story.
Yes.
Well, it is quite the love story. I tell you. And I had a lot to learn because before I met this guy, I had been single for 22 years, doing it all alone. Mm-hmm. And I was in Washington State. And, I was good with being single after all the horrible experiences from all the ladies. Yeah. I'm sure you've heard a lot of good stories. And I had gotten to the point where I was like, hey, Lord, if this is where you want me, I'm good with it. Mm-hmm. And then I had some things happening in Washington during COVID. Sounds like a country song, but laid off from a job. My dog died. I fell off the roof of my house and hurt myself. Just all kinds of things. And it put me in bed, which was God's way of slowing me down because I was burning the candle at both ends, and it was God's way of slowing me down and saying, do you think you've had enough? And the Holy Spirit was crying out saying, Ginine, you need to get in alignment with your values. And so I went through a depression, and I got on my knees and I prayed to the Lord, tell me what to do, Lord. Sell everything you own and move to Texas.
Wow.
So that's how I ended up in Texas. Mm-hmm. But I hadn't met him yet. I was still single, and my friends, they said, don't you think it's about time? You're in a new state, nicer men. Do you think it's time you start dating again? And as a joke, they signed me up on farmers.com. You're looking at a total city woman, so Farmers, no. But they set me up on Christian Mingle, and now I'll let him take over. And
well, I was married for 30 years to a lovely wife. I had 4 kids, 3 grandkids. We moved from Pennsylvania to Texas, partially because she had breast cancer and she needed a warm environment for her bones instead of a cool environment. And we moved here in 2016. She passed away a few years later. And but she was always interested in me on my love life after she passed and what that was going to be. And she kept asking me questions. It was a serious test, guys. Wow. And so it's like, okay. And then she's like, your best is yet to come. She wrote a letter to me, and we found it in the safe after she passed. And she said, your best is yet to come. I know, and sure enough, here she is.
Amen.
Everything that my wife or God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, would put in front of me and say, this is the best woman for you. And I totally 100% believe that.
Amen.
I do.
We do have to tell you a little bit about the Christian Mingle story, because if you don't believe in God, you will now. There's no way that we should be together. He's from the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast. But when I signed up on Christian Mingle, I started talking to him, and we just had exchanged a couple emails, not much, hadn't met yet, hadn't talked. And then he went away. He disappeared.
Oh, wow.
So
I signed up for the 6-month deal. You spend, I'm thinking this is going to take a while. So, and I'm on there, and I'm like, what is going on here? I'm a novice. I'm 30 years married, so I don't know what this dating scene is like. I'm in there, and they're telling me, oh, you need to get off this platform. You need to go here through Google Meet so we can chat. I'm like, why do we need to do that? Because they're pole dancers, and they want me to see them in action. I'm like, no, and that's not. Read my profile. I'm a Christian guy looking for a Christian woman. This is Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
What's on here? So I ended up reporting these people after ministering to them. I'm not kidding you. This is a full-time ministry. Ministering to these ladies and people who weren't ladies, who pretended to be ladies.
Oh,
I found out. I'm one of the greatest detectives on the planet. I'm telling you what. So I'm reporting them to Christian Mingle, and I'm just getting to start to talk to her, and wow, this is a real woman. She's beautiful. She's into music, and we're talking music. I'm a musician.
We're gonna have to hold it right there and stuff. We're gonna have to hold. You can tell us about the real woman when we get back. Okay. You're watching I Am Love Builder Show with Casper and Cheryl and our special MVP guest in studio. We'll be right back in just a second.
Your love deserves the best. You deserve MVP Premier. Transform your relationship with our exclusive 5-day immersive experience for only 8 couples a year. Luxury travel, stunning resorts, gourmet dining, and a lifetime of support await you. Reimagine your relationship. Apply now at mvppremier.com.
All right, we're back to the I Am Love Builder Show. Casper and Cheryl. We have a special MVP guest in studio. We have Tracy and Ginine Smith, and they got a lot going on. But Tracy was just about to tell us about meeting this awesome, real woman.
A real woman.
Wow.
A real woman. I'll tell you
he
what.
does a pole dance.
I was so good at what I was doing, being a detective. I thought I was going to get a job at Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
Seriously, no. But all this was going on, and then all of a sudden, I get kicked off Christian Mingle.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, what did I do? I call up. They send my money back.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is for real. What's going on here? So I call up, and they have me on hold for 10 minutes. And they said, let me talk to my supervisor. I'm hold for like 10 minutes. Sir, we don't know why. I'm like, okay, this is strange. So maybe I ticked off somebody that was trying to make money off on the side there.
Who knows?
And I got kicked off because what I was being a detective for, I guess. And so I said, well, how can I get back on? Well, you have to sign up online. That's how we collect the money, because we can't touch it. We can't know your credit card numbers. But this time when you get on there, we have to verify you by your, electric bill and your driver's license to make sure I'm not phony. I'm like, geez. So I get on there and I'm putting it won't take.
Uh-oh.
The card will not take. And I'm trying to do it for 2 weeks. I'm thinking, they're going, this system has to catch up. You have to just wait. We'll let you see what's going on, but you can't respond to anything. So I can see her responding to messages like, where are you? Why are you ghosting me? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm ruining it.
And during that month, I had met somebody else, and we had dated a couple times, but he turned out to be a creepy stalker guy. Why? I won't get into detail about that, but you can imagine what I was going through.
Right.
See, Ginine, I told you, just don't do the online dating. I'm done. This is what happened, going through all that stuff in my head.
Yeah.
And right when I was just going to cancel that account, I get a message from him saying, well, even if we don't date, we could start a band together since we're both singer-songwriters. And I'm like, that's kind of an odd thing to say, out of the blue. So
I was just doing anything to reestablish that connection.
Yeah. And so we set up a date right away because he was afraid of getting kicked off again. And we exchanged numbers, we set up a date, and we knew like instantly, just when that connection happened, that there was something there that was deep.
You want to tell them about the first date?
Oh, yeah. First date.
Oh.
Okay. So we meet up. It's like there's this place near Dallas called Deep Ellum, and it's like a community for music and all that. So we ate at a really good restaurant. We went to this like piano bar. I don't know if you've ever been to like a piano bar, dueling piano bar. Well, we didn't know it at the time, but it can get pretty kind of risque in there.
Bachelorette parties, that kind of thing.
And we're in there going, like, should we be here? This is our first date.
We didn't know each other at all.
And then, and there's like, and you got to picture these two guys on a piano. One guy's like his arms are like guns with tattoos on there. Big guy.
Yeah.
And then so they take requests, and he's like, okay, I'm not playing. He's like, I'm not playing this song. And then you have to. We gave you $20. You gotta play the song. He's like, no, I'm not playing this song. I don't care. Take your money back. No, you got the money. You keep it. You play the song. So then everybody was going, play. And we're like, oh my gosh, what is this? So this guy start. You gotta imagine this now. He's playing. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. And we were like, we
lost it.
Oh, we
lost it. Laughter.
Cracked the ice.
It did crack the ice.
From then on, I knew she was a funny person, so I could be funny, and then she'd like it, and boom, they're smooth sailing.
And humor is what keeps you together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of love, you got to have that humor.
So can you guess what song we had for our wedding?
Oh.
Did it have something to do with Barbie?
Barbie
yes.
girl. Yeah.
That is so silly.
And how long have you guys been married?
In September, it'll be 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. When in September?
September 9th.
Yeah.
Okay. We're the 28th.
Oh, another September wedding. I'm so happy.
That's a great month.
Yeah. And we've been married for 22 years. It'll be 23 years.
Congratulations.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had your first date, found out that you had some chemistry and a connection. So where did you guys go from there?
Well, guess what happened?
Uh-oh.
Right after we had our first date, I got kicked off of Christian Mingle again. and they refunded my money. And it was like God telling me, okay, you don't need to look any further.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's your money back. You got it for free. And I was like, you know it. It really did work out that way.
And
it's funny.
I do have to say, in the beginning, it was a little difficult because, as he mentioned, he has 4 kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some struggles there. There were some, uncomfortable moments.
What are their
And
ages?
There's like instant demands on her. Like you have to be an instant replacement mom,
Yeah.
instant grandma, and all that. And
yeah.
it really was. It was like,
And they didn't think enough time had passed. They were going on their time schedule and not his. And so, how dare you, Dad? Even though they're the ones who told him to jump on Christian Mingle, but maybe they just were thinking, oh, it's going to take a few years or something.
Mm-hmm.
So there were, some tough times, but we knew that we had music in common, and we didn't want to get into the cover, band, play 4 hours a night, get me $50 kind of thing. Not that it's like that anymore.
Well, not only that, we were also doing praise and worship music. We've done that in the church scene for decades. So it's like we're burnt out from that as well. And it's like, we want to do things, do a ministry and get things going, but we don't necessarily want to be tied down into that one little step, which are already done.
Yes. And so we sat down and it was magic. When we just started playing guitar, and things were just coming out so naturally, and it was magical. Just like I said, it was because I had come from a 9-year relationship with a rock band in Seattle and had a songwriting partner there. And it takes a while. You hear about those famous songwriting couples, Elton John and Bernie, is that his name?
Bernie Taupin, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, all the Beatles were songwriting partners. You hear horror stories, and he had told me that he and his wife, his first wife, had major struggles when they were trying to write. So it came so easy to us.
It did. And that's like really like floored me. And it's like really when you can match someone with you that has the same social, moral, and professional ideas, and the same goals, and the same, like she has so much talent in the area that might not have as much in, and I might have a little bit more talent in what she doesn't have in, but she is a workforce, whatever you want to call it. She is a dynamo. Been through all the corporate land.
You got to fill us in on all the details on that when we get back. We'll take another quick break. You're watching I Am Love Builder Show with Casper and Cheryl and our special MVP guest in studio, Ginine and Tracy Smith. All right, we are back at I Am Love Builder Show. Casper and Cheryl, we have our special MVP guest in studio with us, Tracy and Ginine Smith. And so you guys were talking about your children now together, trying to navigate that whole process. How old are the children?
Right now, they're like 32, 29, 26, and 20. Soon to be 25.
Oh, okay. So these are
empty nester.
These are grown folks.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Ginine, did you have any children?
No. Just
No,
for
okay.
ladies.
Okay, very good. So I bet that was difficult to kind of work through. Blended families, they're good when they're good. But
Yes.
there's always some challenges.
Yeah, yeah. We have a similar situation as well. You know, I have 3 daughters, 3 granddaughters, and a great grandson. But none of those are with Cheryl. So
Oh,
she's had a similar challenges. Right?
Yeah, well, with us it's a little different because they lived on the East Coast with their mothers, and we were here, so I didn't see them as often, and so it's not until recently that I'm seeing them more frequently and developing a relationship with them, and they're all grown too as well.
Yeah.
Now Casper's middle daughter, Faith, lives with us.
ah,
Yeah.
And so that was also a little different.
Yeah, she has special needs. So
Yes. So Faith was born with Down syndrome. So it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't even know how to be a mother. How do I know? How do I be a mother? God help me.
wow.
And I bet you have to pray a lot too, didn't you, Janine?
Yes, prayer. I can't imagine. Did you have anybody that you could lean on besides your husband? Of course. Did you go to? I mean, no.
It was me and the Holy Spirit.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, we had church, you know, but a lot of those folks didn't have any experience with that either. So
Right. Right. It's interesting because right around the same time we got involved with a life group through our church. We love our church. We work on the production and the worship team, and we, have gotten to know a lot of people there. And we joined this specific life group of empty nesters, and several of those people are widowed, and this is their second marriage as well. And so many instances of the same challenges with the kids disowning them, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, the transition from the new wife or the new husband can't replace the original, and there's still grief in the kids.
Yeah,
that carries. We're talking years that carries and carries and carries.
Oh yeah,
and
can't put a timeline on grief.
And it's like we have an open door here. Anybody can come here. We try to have dialogue and conversation, but there is some kids that don't want to even be involved with us at all anymore because of the grief, and it is a struggle, and we're just praying and God go through it. And it's not uncommon from other people in our group that they have the same things.
Yes. And his first wife was such a lovely person. I had never met her, but I felt like she was a sister from another mister. Everything that I learned about her, she could peel paint off with
the wall.
And everything that I learned, and she was a worship singer. I just was in love with her, and I didn't want her legacy to die. In fact, we wrote a song called Christmas Wish that is all about her, and we wanted to honor that. And I'll never forget, that's kind of where the ice was a little bit broken when we sang that song, and the oldest daughter was bawling, and she's like, "Thank you so much for honoring my mother like that." And I said, "How could we not? She's a beautiful spirit that's a guardian angel to all of us down here."
Amen. So tell me, who plays an instrument? Who sings? Or do you both play instruments and you both sing?
All of the above. He plays much better than I do on instruments. He plays every instrument: piano, drums, guitar.
Wow.
I do play not as well. We both sing, so we're a duo, and we basically sing on everything together. It's kind of odd because both he and I were used to being lead singers in previous bands, just because that's the way it happened. And I was actually happy when I met this other singer, because I said, wow, that takes a lot of stress off of me because we're both front people. We sing beautiful harmonies together, and it really does take some stress. Don't you agree? It's hard to explain, but we're a unit. And so everywhere we go, I feel a confidence that I never felt before with him when we show up.
Now, Tracy, didn't I see some pictures of you with a lot more hair back in the day?
Yeah, it's amazing what happens in a couple of years, right? But
he's 29.
But still, Brad Pitt and I were like twins. So, I had long hair back in the 80s. We had, a hard rock band. We had a production agreement with a producer in New York, and we were going out and shopping record deals and all that.
Tell him the name of your band.
It was Spoiled Brat.
He's the youngest kid in his family.
And
we were. I'm the oldest. He's the youngest, and he is a spoiled brat.
So that was a fun. It was a fun adventure. We had a lot of songs played around the world on TV and film and stuff.
Yes, in fact, tell him about the check that you just got. Oh, this God is good.
When you can start. When you get every once in a while, you get a little tight for money because this is all we do.
Yeah.
This is stuff. This is all. So we can get tight for money, and you go, where's this money going to cut? Every once in a while, and then God throws it in you. It's like I get this thing in the mail that said from Pennsylvania. It says, hey, by the way, you don't have to do anything. We know your address now. We're going to send you unclaimed property.
Wow.
I said, okay. It was for $293.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll tell you, that's pretty good. That really helps.
Where did it come from?
Where did it come from? The song I did back in the 90s was played in France one time. $293.
Royalties. Wow.
Let's do it. Let's go to Germany. Let's go. Just keep going.
Let's go on tour now. Yeah.
And it was on a little show from the 90s called Life Goes On.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the kid with Down syndrome.
Yes, I don't know if you remember that show.
Yeah.
Yes, this song was played on that show.
We're gonna take another quick break, and we're gonna transition into a lot of your music and other things that you guys are doing. So we're excited that you're with us today. You are watching I Am Love Builder Show with Casper and Cheryl and our special MVP guest. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Which is my camera?
It's right there, all the way down.
Oh, okay, I can talk to him. After all, he's my camera. I can talk to him. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Winning with Love with Casper and Cheryl Stockham. We are here with our wonderful guests.
God has been very graceful. Going back to what you stated, it's that work factor.
So we weren't arguing with one another, but maybe we needed to be. Right. Maybe we needed to be getting uncomfortable.
I'd only been saved 11 months. He's been saved since he was 19. But at the end of the day, I believe in marriage, and I think that it's really important.
You have been watching Winning with Love with Casper and Cheryl Stockham. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we are back with I Am Love Builder Show. That was a little teaser for our TV show, Winning with Love. And we are here in our special MVP guest in studio with us, Tracy and Ginine Smith. And so we're going to make a little bit of a transition now because you guys are very busy, just like Cheryl and I, doing a lot of things. So you have a band. What's the name of your band?
Heart Soul Revival.
Heart Soul Revival.
And we just...
Wow, look at there.
That's a shameless, where'd that come from? That's a shameless plug right there.
Yeah, we released our first album in January, Twisted and Torched, Together We Rise. And every song is a story of adversity, pain to purpose, trauma to triumph, things like that. About other people's stories as well. We're really proud of it because, again, we wanted it to be authentic and organic because in today's world, there's a lot of music out there and it's really hard to get through how many songs? 50,000 are released.
50,000 a day on
Spotify are released.
Wow.
And a lot of that music, you've probably heard it, is through AI. It's all electronic. It's, I'm not putting that kind of stuff down, but we really did want to focus on it being authentic and organic and real instruments, all of that stuff. And it took some doing to make it happen. So we're just really proud of you.
Now, how would you classify your music? I mean, what style or type is it?
That is such a great question.
It's kind of Americana rock. It's kind of like cross between like Tom Petty and Beatles and things like that. But you can't say Sonny and Cher because even though we are like man and woman, but one song we kind of laugh because it's like our wedding song. We actually sung to each other like our vows.
Yes,
it's called Creme de la Creme. And that to us, like, it started sounding like Partridge Family. And we were like, are we going to put this on the album? It
Where's
sounds
the
like
bus?
Partridge Family. But no, it sounds really good now. It's a cool song.
So we didn't talk about this at all, but are you guys in a position to where you could play a little bit or anything? Do you have any of your stuff with you?
Absolutely, yes.
So
we'll have to go get the guitar, but
okay. So when we take another break, it'll be about a minute, so you'll have enough time to go grab some stuff and come back. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Woo-hoo, I'll be nice.
Sound check, so we'll have to make sure that it doesn't like wow, like, oh yeah, that's Zoom, not StreamYard.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up your website here. Let's see if I can.
Rockstar Diaries TV.
Rockstar Diaries TV. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yay! We are TV show hosts now. Yay!
Such a fun picture there.
Oh, we get so many compliments on that, and it's all the photographers. She is an amazing photographer and really did some good.
Right there's our Mr. and Mrs. Smith pose.
That's the Mr. Yeah, instead of guns, we're holding microphones.
Right.
She did a really good job, so we're very pleased about that. But Rockstar Diaries, Healing Out Loud, it features amazing guests with stories from pain to purpose. It has humorous hilarity in it, and music, and what?
Harmony,
yes. There's us at Las Vegas. We just did a big show, and we're entertainers and keynote speakers, and we got hired to do the Farmers Insurance Conference in
Caesars Forum.
Caesars Forum.
The place is huge.
So we were very excited to do that, and we are looking for guests. We would love to have you two. You are an amazing couple, and you have so much that people can learn from you, and just your essence is
thank you.
like butter. It's like sweet cream.
Oh, stop.
I tell you what, we know good people when we.
Yeah. So when you see our show, we're going to put a little bit of humor skits in there. So when you come and visit in Dallas, we might be like guest perform some of these skits. Wait till you see it. It's going to be crazy.
Well, all right.
And it premieres Wednesday, this coming Wednesday at 7:00 Central Time. We forgot to say that.
So when you guys are doing your speaking, from what perspective do you speak from?
That is a very good question. When we go into corporate conferences, we elevate hearts and minds of leaders, high achieving leaders, and we help them go from burnout to brilliance. Burnout is a very real thing. It's not just physical, it's emotional, spiritual, all of those things. And I experienced that in 2010 when I was burning the candle on so many different ends. And I ended up in the hospital. My heart did stop. I had a stroke.
Oh,
and
no.
I was very ill. And I had to make
no.
some changes. And so I learned so much in the last 15 years. We're we're, as you could tell, we're not in our 20s or 30s or even 40s. We're in our second book of life, not even the second chapter. And in order to do all the things that we do, you have to have your health. You have to have energy.
Yes.
That comes from so many different levels. And we try to share all of those golden nuggets that we've learned. We've been mentored by the best of the best. We've had personal experiences again. He's also had experiences. We just try to share all of that to try to save people money and time and be on a fast track to thriving and not just surviving, right?
Right.
Awesome.
We definitely want to be authentic and helping other people right now. So
All right.
the acronym we have is HOPE, help one person every day. That's just our goal. We try to do that, making sure that the world is a better place.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to take another break. We've got one more break after this one, but this one's going to be right around a minute. So if you want to grab your whatever you're going to grab.
All right.
And then what we're going to do is the last segment is when we're going to have you guys play some stuff for us. So,
Okay.
All right. You are watching I Am Love Builder Show. Casper and Cheryl with our special MVP guest. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Texas Coin is the future of money in Texas. Texas Coin is a fast, layer 1 digital currency designed for generations of honest trade. In many ways, Texas Coin is like Bitcoin. It uses blockchain technology, the decentralized public ledger, to record transactions. Texas Coin makes it easy for anyone to participate in the digital economy. Like Bitcoin, Texas Coin can be traded for other cryptocurrencies or cash. But unlike Bitcoin and other leading cryptos, Texas Coin can only be digitally mined in Texas. Join us as we build the world's largest decentralized cryptocurrency mine. Put control of crypto back in the hands of individuals and away from mega corporations, banks, and foreign nations. With Texas Coin, we can leave the world a better place for our children and future generations.
All right, we are back with I Am Love Builder Show, Casper and Cheryl. We have our special MVP guest in the studio, and looks like Ginine is there, and Tracy's getting some stuff. And
He has no concept of time.
Yes, it's quick. I apologize for that.
That's
Anyway, we are back, and man, we have such a good time with you guys. And so, you're traveling around. You're doing public speaking. You're writing songs, and
You're performing songs.
You have a new album out. So what was that album again that you were? The album?
Heart Soul Revival, Twisted and Torch, Together We Rise. That is a burning building. It's not. That's AI, but it's a real picture of a twisted and torn barn that we found in Washington State. And so, he's here. I'm gonna let him pass.
They got a doggy on the floor. Over here.
Yeah, they love us so much they just can't leave us alone for 1 second.
Excellent. Well, we're gonna do that at the last segment, Tracy.
Okay.
So you can just relax, there, brother.
Okay. I know he's
ready to go.
Don't ever put a guitar into a guitar player's hand if you don't want them to play.
Okay.
Even when there's supposed to be silence, I don't know. Their hands just automatically.
Yeah, we might have to take the guitar away from them.
Yes.
I haven't touched
like a little kid.
Haven't touched it all day, so I got to kind of it's like I'm warming up in my mind,
So tell me, guys, you got a lot going on. You like that you've done. You've been through a few things. So what is the future for Hearts in Sync?
Hearts in Sync. Well, first of all,
your goals and stuff to
yes. I'm so glad you asked that. We wanted to make sure that we told you Hearts in Sync comes from a personal experience. When two people are in love, their hearts, it's science, beat together. Sometimes choirs, when they've been together for a long time, they've done studies and their hearts beat together, Hearts in Sync. It's all about deeper connections. It's all about loving on people
So right now we're getting really into musical therapy as another like way of getting for healing.
Yes.
And musical therapy, I don't know, you know this in science, if you went to 2 concerts a month, you live 9 years longer.
Huh.
There's so much
I don't know how they
juicy-
come up with that, but that's
Right.
Yes.
what they say.
Yes.
Right.
And so, oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to comment that people don't realize this, and you're speaking to it right now, but everything is about vibration, right?
Vibration and frequency.
And frequencies and stuff like that. And people don't realize everything, we ourselves, everything around us is all vibrating at some frequency.
Absolutely.
If you can
100%.
tap into that, you can tap into a lot of, the stuff you guys are talking about.
Yes, and that kind of you asked about our goals. Yes, we are doing a lot of different things, but we found a unique way to blend
Yes.
humor and music with powerful messages. We do that in Rockstar Diaries. We highlight guests who have experienced so much trauma or adversity, but are now using it to create a rockstar ripple effect of change and healing.
Sure.
We do that in our keynote. We don't just speak, we actually bring music to our keynote concerts.
Okay.
To corporations.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people do that. We bring humor and acting and skits. We have found that, again, through lots of research, and AI gives you a lot of good juicy information, doesn't it? When you're searching for different stats. But music truly is a gift and can be used on so many different levels with healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The brain, the heart, it just all comes together.
Yeah.
And if you're asking like what kind of crazy stuff we have in the future, I mean we don't even know, because I got us this far on just we're international best-selling authors. What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, how'd that happen? Just I think that God knew that the two of us together we could do anything, and that's what I believe. So she has a song called Quiet Warrior. It's an amazing song. We're gonna make a comic book series out of it.
We have so many desires and goals,
Mhm.
pretty much. I do want to mention this, though, in that I just posted something on Facebook because we were in Florida last week for a big conference for TV show hosts.
Yeah.
We get back and we're on your show. Our music is being played on another. I'm giving a keynote speech tomorrow for a conference called the Rebirth Conference. It's all about, again, the same thing, courageous events that happen where people are using it as a rockstar ripple effect.
Yes.
And all of these things going on at the same time, and yet we have a peace that surpasses understanding.
Right.
And it's years and years of work. It does take, practice to do that, where you can be in that zone.
Right.
When you're in alignment, when your passion and your values are in alignment, and your heart and your mind are in alignment with each other.
Yeah.
And there's science behind that too. They showed the brain waves and the heart waves as they groove and move together. You just cannot beat that kind of peace and that joy that you feel. And that's what we try to teach people. You don't have to be in a constant state of chaos and stress and anxiety. God does not want us to be that way. Do not worry.
Be an advocate for yourself. You got to move. You got to get up. You got to do certain things. You got to get in control of your health. Get involved in your church. Get in a group. Get people to love you. They'll help you out. They won't steer you wrong. Yeah. So there's certain things you need to get going. Get in alignment.
We always say that there's nothing that can stop a husband and wife team that are on the same page.
Oh, yeah.
We hold each other accountable. And I tell you what, if something doesn't, and you're in the business, there's all kinds of opportunities that can't come your way that you have to decipher and discern, use your discernment. And if something doesn't feel right to either of us, then we know. And of course, we take it to prayer. But I love having this partnership in life and in business. It helps steer us the right way and keep us accountable.
Amen. All right, when we come back, we're going to put that guitar to good use in Tracy's
My
hand. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching I Am Love Builder Show, Casper and Cheryl, on a special MVP guest in studio. We'll be right back in just a minute. All right, we are back with I Am Love Builder Show. We have our special MVP guest in studio, Tracy and Ginine Smith.
You like that music, huh?
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it.
I have a question, Tracy and Ginine, before you get started. You talked about doing something new you're doing. It's called music therapy. So can you touch on that before you start playing just a little bit? What does music therapy look like? And is it for a specific audience?
Yes, and we want to give credit to one of the guests that's going to be on Rockstar Diaries. His name is Danny, and we pre-interviewed him and then recorded for the episode and learned all about him and his daughter Demi, who was born with a bad heart. And so she's 15 now and has gone through 13
open heart surgeries.
Wow. We don't want to tell the whole story because it's going to be on our show, but music kept her alive. There's so many golden nuggets that we learned from them. And Taylor Swift, was a big source. Now they both are actually doing music together. He learned how to play guitar just for his daughter. So he could and how it all started was a gentleman. You want to tell the story?
Stanford Medical Hospital in California. They have this guy comes around with a maroon purple cart, has all kind of musical instruments in it, and just goes around the whole wing, just starts playing music. And that's music therapy. And the father was like, okay, let me play that acoustic, and actually taught himself. They both got together and learned how to play while the time he was there, because he was there for years.
Wow.
Yes. And so he had shared that because this man is a lawyer, but he lost 90% of his clients because of being at the hospital all the time and so on and so forth. And he said it's a God thing, though, because now he fully believes that he's being called to, number one, be an advocate for young ones in the hospital that might not have an advocate there for them. Maybe their parents have to work, that type of thing. But also to continue the musical therapy. We learned in Romania, I tell you what, we did a tour in Romania and went to all of the orphanages and domestic violence shelters and things like that, and found that there was such a need for instruments and for musical.
The thing about it is those little like egg shakers. We took them with, and they fell in love with them. I mean, those simple little things. But they were able to keep it. And boy, they had such a great time. So that's like our mission now. Our mission is to get sponsors,
provide instruments,
and let them stay there. And learn.
So we don't know exactly what that's going to look like. This kind of has all come. We know music is healing. We've never done anything on a completely, formal, official level, except for, what we currently do. But
and also music is not limited to language. I mean, your music is what do you call it? Is international. I mean, people.
Absolutely. Yep.
It transcends the language. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so we have like 4 minutes left. So
come on,
give us
Tracy.
something.
Can we get with it?
This is our love song to each other.
Right.
I see you. You see me. Oh, sparks are
see it's you and me. Angels fly, fireworks in the sky. You're the one of my dreams. Won't you come sit with me? Never thought I'd love like this again. You pull me out, up and away. Pull me out of the grave, my love light shines within. You pull me out, up and away. You're the solid fire under my skin. You're the creme de la creme. You're the creme de la creme. You're for me, diddly dee. Oh, skies are smiling. My A to Z, my honeybee. You're the one till the day I die. Now everybody knows our name and our story. I never thought I'd love like this again. You pull me out, up and away. You pull me out of the grave, my love light shines within. You pull me out, up and away. You're the solid fire under my skin. You're the creme de la creme. You're the creme de la creme. Ah, you're the creme de la creme. I found you, and now I believe. Oh, sparks are flying. I never thought I'd love like this again. You pull me out, up and away. Pull me out of the grave, my love like shines within. Pull me out, up and away. You're solid fire under my skin. I never thought I'd love like this again. You pull me out, up and away. You pull me out of the grave, my love light shines within. You're the solid fire under my skin. Ah, you're the creme de la creme. Ah, you're the creme de la creme. Ah, you're the creme de la creme. Ah, I see you, and you see me. Oh, sparks are flying.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you guys. Awesome.
You know that sounded okay coming back from Florida. We got a little.
I'm
of the
telling you, I
obvious-
really do have COVID right now.
No, no. You can't
Listen.
catch it through the TV.
No, you can't.
Well, that was the first time we had any music played on our show. So you guys are.
Ah,
That's an honor. Thank you so much.
That is such an honor, and that is the Partridge Family song. It's the last. I mean,
It's actually-
how can
yeah.
you beat the Partridge Family? I mean,
Exactly.
come on now.
Exactly.
You know the.
Here's the album that
Oh, we gotta show them the back of.
the back of the
Oh,
album.
there you go.
All
Right
right.
there, last
It's an
song.
old vintage car.
See now, imagine
Very
that's
nice.
me giving the car keys to her in that old car. She's like,
We're
"What?"
vintage. We call ourselves vintage.
Wouldn't it be cool to be rich enough to buy that car?
Right?
I know, huh?
Soon,
Yeah.
very soon. Very
Yeah, I
soon.
clean the weeds out of it
Clean the
first,
weeds
though.
out first.
Well, it's been awesome having you guys on the show. We are at the end of the show, unfortunately, but it's been a great time. You guys have been great guests. We really appreciate you.
You've been
Oh,
great
thank
hosts.
you.
Thank you so
we
much.
love you. We're forever connected to you
Connected.
now, going
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Amen.
what I love. It's,
Yeah.
you know, and you guys are amazing. We're going to continue watching your show and the new one as well.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm quite sure we'll be hanging out actually in Texas. We'll be there.
And we will definitely check in
Yeah.
with you. We'll look you up.
You will look us up and we will hang out and we'll take some dinner and we'll take you to some amazing places. Do you like brisket?
Yes, we do.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Here we go.
We are carnivores up here.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. Hey, you've been watching I Am Love Builder Show with Casper and Cheryl. And we want you to become MVPs. We want you to get the app, become MVPs, the most valuable partners in a relationship. You can go to our website, IamLoveBuilders.com, to do that. And at the end of the day, really, if you're not having fun,
You're not doing it right.
And these guys are definitely having fun. So we'll see everyone on the next show. Bye for now.